Hi, this is Father Elio, OFM CAP. In the last video, I have briefly spoken about the characteristics of the cosmological period and its development. In the development of the cosmological period, the philosophers were concerned with two independent problems regarding external nature, and those problems are the problem of the substance and the problem of change. The problem of the substance was taken up by the Ionian schools, and they are namely Thales, Anaximander, Anaximenes, and by the Pythagorean school. Again, the problem of change was explained mostly by Heraclitus and partially by Eleatics. Today in this video, I explained about the philosophy of the Ionian school, and the first philosopher is Thales. According to Thales, the original stuff of which all things are made is water. Thales has observed and he has made a study. The water is everywhere, and water is seen from the surface of the earth to the sky, and therefore he has philosophized that the water is the original and the origin of all other substances that are existing in the phenomenal world or the external world. Therefore, he came to a conclusion: because all things are sustained by moisture or perish without it. Then he gives the explanation about how the water can become the original stuff for whole cosmos, and he has given some of the example in his explanation, that is like when water is evaporated, the water is transformed into a fire, and again when the water comes down in the form of rain, and water is being absorbed into the ground, and then the water turns into the earth. When the sunlight falls on this surface, the water from the surface gets evaporated upward. Then there is a sudden change, and that is the experience of heat. And the heat is the source of fire. Again, the water comes down in the form of rain, and once it has fallen on the surface, the earth has absorbed it. Then the water is not seen, it is invisible. That means only earth is being seen. And therefore he tells that when the water falls to the ground, it becomes the earth. The next philosopher is Anaximander. According to Anaximander, the essence of things is the boundless or the infinite, and the essence of thing conceived as an eternal. The essence of things are imperishable substance, out of which all things are made, and to which all things returns, because water itself must be explained. The boundless is a mixture from which things arise by separation. The boundless is an indefinite, indeterminate, and qualitatively undifferentiated matter. It is something intermediate between air and water or air and fire. Here Anaximander doesn't take any particular substance to explain the cosmos. Rather, he brings a broad sense telling that all things are made up of from a boundless and everything is infinite. Here he tells the cosmos is the combination of all substances. The next philosopher in the Ionian school is Anaximenes. According to Anaximenes, the first principle of all things is one infinite. As Anaximander held water, but it is not indeterminate. Anaximenes tells about air. Air is the principle of life in our bodies, and when we are deprived of air or the breathing, the organism dies of whole bodies. He says, as air or breath is the life-giving element in man, so it is the principle of the universe too. Here he compares a universe to a living being. As the living beings take breath for their survival, same way the universe needs air for its survival. So therefore, he tells, from air all things arise by the process of rarefaction and condensation. Then he explained the transformation of the element or the substance of air. He tells, when it rarefied, air becomes fire, and when it is condensed, it becomes wind, cloud, water, earth, and stone. Till now we are discussing about the Ionian schools of philosophy, and to explain about the cosmos, they were bringing the different elements like water, air, earth, and fire. And here comes, there is other school of philosophy, and that is the Pythagoreans. The Pythagoreans philosophers, they speaks about the numbers as the essence of things, and they are known as the mathematicians. The Pythagoreans tells that since the uniformity and regularity of the universe can expressed through mathematics, therefore they held that the ultimate principle of all things is number, and it is impossible to conceive a universe in which number is not to be found. The Pythagorean says, we can easily imagine a universe in which there is no color, nor sweet taste, or a universe in which nothing possesses weight. Hence, the Pythagorean concluded that number is an extremely important aspect of things and forms a fundamental part of the framework of the world. Besides, they were impressed by fact or proportion, order, and harmony of the universe, and harmony and order can be expressed through the numbers. Without numbers, there can be no relation, no uniformities, no order, no law. Hence, number must be at the basis of everything. Therefore, numbers is the true realities and everything is expressed by the numbers alone. Numbers are the principle of all things, not as being the substance of things, rather as the constituting their formal and relational structure. Here the Pythagorean schools brings the mathematics in order to explain the whole universe, the cosmos, and they say that the whatever is existing in this universe, in this cosmos, are the principles of numbers, and whole things are, the whole reality is being expressed only by the number alone, and therefore number is the ultimate reality. Now, there is a critical history in the Greek philosophy, because in the cosmological period, the Ionian school of philosophers have explained about the cosmos in the different substances or the different elements, and again the Pythagorean philosophy has given a concept of number. The ultimate reality is based on number, and therefore the critical history of Greek philosophy explains the things differently, that is number and things. The critical history of Greek philosophy tells, now if number is the essence of things, whatever is true of number will be also true of things, and the numbers are distinguished as odd number and even number, which is limited and unlimited, which is finite and infinite, and these constitutes the essence of reality, because here we find there is two contradiction and there is two oppositions. As we look these numbers as the reality, we find actually the reality is the nature, and the nature is the union of these two opposites, both odd number and even number, and the limited and the unlimited. Hence, the universe is composed of these opposites, such as limited and unlimited, odd and even, one and many, right and left, masculine and feminine, rest and motion, straight and crooked, light and darkness, good and evil, square and oblong. Therefore, the corporeal world is numerical, in which the point is one, which cannot be explained. It remains as one point, and the line is 2. Why line is 2? Unless until there is a beginning and end, we cannot make it as a line, and therefore the point is 2 in the line, and the figure is 3. When the line is drawn either in vertical or horizontal, the figure is not seen. to show the figure whether into the arch level or in the triangle, there should be a 3 point, and therefore the figure is 3, and the solid is 4, and that is can be explained in any ways, in any angles. According to the explanation of the corporeal world, the concept is clear that the justice which turns equal for equal is a square number, whether it is 4 or 9. 4 equals 2 into 2. When we multiply 2 into 2, we get 4. And so, returns equal for equal. Whatever comes and that goes. And therefore, since the friendship is harmony, and we know it is 8, and that is octave. Here, the critical history of Greek philosophy explains that there should be justice and there should be everything equal. Nothing should dominate over the other. In order to keep the balance, and everything must be equal, then only there will be harmony. Otherwise, there will be a destruction and there will be a chaos. In order to keep up this harmony, there should be an opposites, like we have just discussed above this. Thank you.